This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Ambition is a privilege, nigga. Enough man have. Remember that. Bad minds a disease, true. Some man won't catch. Yeah. Well, I never bust a chain or me never pick a pocket. Never see a old man bag and try grab it. Everything me have, you know me work hard for it. So why some dirty nigga bad mind me for it? Every day them see me out the road and me a fly.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, City of Hope, Epic Battery, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, KFC, Muffler World, Naughty Johnny's, Prince Masters, Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, Sandcastle Bahamas, and Tropical Gyros.
But me out no dirty, me out clean like the water from the stream. Me mind no dirty, me think clean. I will never go just for your queen. Me out no dirty. Clean like the water from the stream.
You've got it locked and loaded to the Wednesday, September 3rd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty in your company right up until 6 p.m. And, of course, MJ along with me today. And I'm trying to adjust the headphones so I don't want to blow out her eardrum, and I don't want to blow out my eardrum or our guest's eardrum. And now Mr. Producer should do what he did and fix it just how he just did. So why are you slow on the job today, buddy? You carrying on like Michael Parsons, don't want to come to training camp, and then when you get traded, show up slow to practice in Green Bay. What's going on?
I think we're good now.
We're good now. MJ, what's happening? Wet and rainy Wednesday.
It is.
Are you good?
I'm great.
Are you good now?
The volumes are good now. We're
don't
fine.
touch anything else.
I won't touch it.
Because then you can touch mine and I can beat your punkle up.
You are kind of a little bit loud, but I'm good.
Mr. Producer, are we good now?
A little bit hot. Okay.
All right.
We're good.
All right. Now, it's a Red Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
And we got lots to talk about. We got a special guest today.
We do.
So we're gonna get to them in short order. I just want to open up the lines. And if you want to chime in and be part of the conversation, here's how.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines open in New Providence, 323-6232. 325-4259, 325-4316. Toll free in anyone the Family Islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk, all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And MJ, our special guest today, no stranger to the political, conversation. Glad to see her out on Frontline Politics now. Our special guest, Miss Denalyn Penn Mackey, and she's the ratified F&M candidate for Southern Shores.
Did you say Denalyn? What did you say just now?
It's Denalyn. Sorry.
Denalyn.
No,
yes,
you know what?
You got it.
You know what? And now I'm not gonna. And I apologize, but when you want to be proper with protocol.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody sent me the information with a typo again. I'm not going to call no names, Mr. Thompson.
Okay, we got it. We got it.
But yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great.
You're doing good.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Glad to have you. And obviously, MJ and I have seen you make your entrance into what I call politics. You've taken stances against things and stands against other things. I think most prominent, as we get to know who you are, I think this time of year, the first time that we got to know you was around Dorian. And on the anniversary of Dorian, I think is important to remind everybody what you spearheaded and what you did in that community in Abaco to this day. Every time I talk to Roscoe, they got a good place in their heart for you.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you. No, it's a pleasure to be here sitting with you and MJ. Yes, on September the 1st, 2019, the Bahamas, we faced something that we've never faced before, and particularly in Abaco and the northern section of the Bahamas. We would have had such a great loss of lives and assets and so much. I remember after we were given the all clearance, I would have arrived into Abaco on day 2 after the storm. And it was a place that I did not recognize. Naughty, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I am from Abaco. I'm Abaconian.
Okay, you're an Abaconian.
I'm from Crown Haven, Abaco.
Okay.
And when the plane landed, it was like I was in a foreign place, almost as if I was like on a war zone.
Right.
And the stench of death was so strong.
Oh, wow.
And as I moved around with the little resources that we had, it was clear that the place was listen.
The damage
when
was
I go
extreme.
back, not just the damage, but the loss of lives. There
Right.
were bodies everywhere. I'm a funeral director by profession.
Okay.
And I don't think I was prepared for what I, was going to be exposed to.
Wow.
And I am so happy to say that years later now, when I go into Abaco, I'm seeing the resilience of the people of Abaco, because many of us have rebuilt and are still rebuilding our lives. We can never forget. We can never forget. And, I just would like to say hello to all of my Abaconian, my native, my friends, my family. And I want to commend you all, because I think you've done a wonderful job with the resources that you have, the little that you had left after the storm, in rebuilding your lives.
I think we all have our memories of Dorian. I think the fact that the COVID pandemic happened so soon after Dorian, maybe we didn't get the proper opportunity to grieve like I think we really wanted to as a country. But just take us back, and I know it's painful. You're an Abaconian. You saw the death and destruction firsthand. Just take us back a little bit as we remember Dorian. Just tell us what it was like on the ground, the persons you spoke to. What were they like? What was the mental health of those persons like at that time? Because that's something I still think about, how hard that must have been for them to experience that firsthand.
It was very chaotic. It was very hard to see the loss and the grief on the faces of those people. For those persons who would have lost their homes, that they would have spent all their lives building, and now had nowhere to stay. Of course, it was hard for them. And then for persons who would have lost loved ones, not knowing where they were. And, as time progressed, many of the bodies were stored in the trailer. And for them, it was hard because they wanted to, have some final...
some closure.
Some closure, yes. And I remember... While, the government was trying to get it together, I would have had a memorial service for the victims of Dorian. And we had so many persons in attendance. I'm talking about NGOs. I'm talking about family members, well-wishers. And it was the room. Right now, I can still hear the cries of the people, And it was the first time collectively that they came together as families of those victims. And I can tell you, it was epic. And I will never forget the thank yous that came in from those families, because, like I would have said, it would have been the first time that they would have been able to release and to cry and to scream and to just let it go. And I felt their pain. I felt their hurt. And not only just because, they were experiencing grief. Remember, I'm a funeral director. I see it every day.
Right.
But not knowing, there were persons there not even knowing where their loved ones were, not even knowing if they were recovered. And so it was very heart-wrenching to see. But it was very enlightening for me to have been able and to have afforded them the opportunity to have been able to assemble together and to release their pain and suffering. And I must say, it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful service. And if you want to, you can go and Google it and you will see it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And it was put on by Evergreen Mortuary. All right.
Is that your mortuary? There you go. Okay.
And we are located in Marshall, Abaco, and I'm not trying to throw in an ad here.
You have an office in Marshall, Abaco?
Yes.
You should let the people know you have an office in Marshall, Abaco.
Let me tell you something,
Because I know a certain government ministry that don't have an office in Marshall, Abaco right now because they're locked out.
I know, too. And then, what...
Ministry of Works.
Then after the storm, persons were trying to get it together. And I had just actually opened my new funeral home on July 3rd, and the storm came.
Wow.
And so I didn't suffer too much damage. And I remember Dr. Charity coming to me months later, and he said, listen, he said, I want to go home. He said, because I need to take care of some patients who want to return home. And there was nowhere he could go. And he asked me if he could use the funeral home.
Wow.
You know, it was a new building.
Right.
So I didn't have too many spirits.
Right.
So I said to him, no problem.
Okay.
And he would have had that, the funeral home.
So are
for
you
2
saying
years.
that all the funeral homes have spirits? Is that what you're saying?
That's what the Bahamian people say. And
Oh,
so,
wow.
yes, he occupied my funeral home for 2 years, giving service to the people of Abaco. And then even after COVID, it came in so good for him because they were able to, you know, see the doctor and have the facilities there.
Oh, that's good that it was able to be used in that way.
So
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say we're 6 years on now from, you know, that devastating storm, Dorian, and everything it did to Abaco as well as Grand Bahama. What are your thoughts on where we are now, particularly the Northern Bahamas, in terms of, you know, redevelopment, rebuilding, and persons returning home? What have you heard?
I see growth. I see, again, the resilience of the people. All right. Many of those families, they didn't have insurance. All right. And so they were really dependent on the government for help, for a support team. And I can tell you that even here in Nassau, we had an alliance, me, Sandra Cook, and a few other persons, Heather Hunt. We pulled together. We went in overdrive. We collected so much on behalf of those people. And we didn't just collect it, we gave it to them. I may add, the first badge that left Nassau with supplies from us to the people of Abaco.
Good stuff.
And so I have been working, and work is nothing new to me.
So that would be my next question. Was this the catalyst to get you into frontline politics based on this
Never.
situation in Abaco, or did you and Dorian, or did you have political aspirations?
Well,
prior?
I can tell you, no. Honestly, I've always worked. My business birth in Nassau 2003. It birthed in Abaco from 2014, and I can say on a consistent basis, and basically you can check the record. Every year we've had our back to school giveaway, giving back to our communities. We've also had our Thanksgiving feeding, Christmas parties. We've done that from the inception of Evergreen. Now, after 2019, after Dorian, I believe it was the catalyst that pushed me, because I saw so much hurt. And I was doing so much as a private citizen with my resources. I felt like I needed to be in a position where I could have done more, because so much more needed to be done and I could not facilitate it of my own. And I must agree with you and confirm that was the catalyst that pushed me in that direction.
So tell us a little bit about you. You're a newcomer to Frontline Politics. We don't quite know you, so we'd like to get to know you a little bit. Give us, we know you grew up in Abaco, you said.
Okay.
Who your people is? Where you from?
People is. Okay, so you don't know me on the political front,
Right.
but everybody know Miss Penn Evergreen, the funeral director, the mortician.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and you know, I'm famous for spinning the wheel in what I do. And so therefore, yes, I'm Dana Lee Penn Mackey. I hail all the way from Crown Haven, Abaco. And may I add, that's the last point in the north where you go to take a ferry over to Grand Bahama. Okay? And growing up in Abaco was not very easy, especially in the 70s. As you know, we did not have the running water. We did not have, we had to go outside, you know.
Yeah.
All right. And we did not have electricity and all that stuff. I know, but push
But I hear in
windows.
2025, in some places Abaco, they still don't have electricity.
For the most part, most places does now at this time. But
That was a joke on how BPL is doing food, but anyway.
So I grew up when it was kind of tough, but I didn't even really know how tough it was, because as little children, you have little cousins, you play, and you just go to school and you just have about fun. But I can tell you, my life changed when I came to live with my grandparents, Captain Simpson Penn and Floribel Penn. Everybody knows Captain Penn. He's synonymous with the Boys Brigade. The Boys Industrial School is now named after him. He was a disciplinarian.
That's what I wanted you to tell the people, who your people is, all right?
Yes.
Everybody know the Boys Brigade. Everybody know about that.
And so if you know anything about Captain Penn, then that should tell you a lot about me, because I grew up under him. All right, and his wife, Laura Bell. He died years later, and then, of course, it was just me and my grandmother, and she poured out everything she had in me. And we were not rich. But I can tell you one thing, they taught me well. They taught me that manners and respect, the simple things we hear all the time, manners and respect carry you through the world. They taught you that hard work pays. And I thank God for my grandmother. And my grandmother taught me how to make a dollar out of a quarter. Doesn't make sense. Let me tell you, as a little girl, we used to sell we used to sell cookies. We used to sell salty and stuff like that.
Those are the good things. That's what I loved about my childhood, for sure.
Yeah, but you know something? People look at me and just thought that I was born with a silver spoon. No, I wasn't. You know, but through hard work and determination, perseverance is what got me here. As a funeral director, a female in this industry, I can tell you, I think I have defied the odds against me. We, back in the day, that's not a common thing to see women in the funeral world. And I can tell you, I've had many torrential tears. I've had to push, I believe, harder than so many. Nadia, I can tell you of days when I opened my business in 2003. I opened on Tonic William Darling, which used to be Harold Road.
Right.
And right after that, the government started the work.
The road work?
The road work.
Ooh.
And people could not even get to me. So imagine a new kid on the block, new business, and they can't get to you. So it was a bad combination. Let me tell you, I can remember sitting in my funeral home on many occasions, light off, water off, phone off. Not only that, on 3 occasions, I went to my business place and could not get in because the landlord had put deadlocks on it because I could not pay him his rent. Nadia, I can tell you, I sat in my funeral home on one occasion. I sat down and I watched the wrecker came in and heist my hearse and took it. And I couldn't do anything about it because I didn't have the money to pay. But you know what? I was determined to be a success. I was determined to not allow what I saw at that time determine my future and my destiny. And I you know, the Bible said that your gift is what make room for you. And I can tell you there was one well-known lady that had died, and the family entrusted her in my care. And I put everything I had on that lady. And can I tell you, that was the door that opened the window. That was the opening for me. And after that, because of my presentation, because of my style, my funk, and what I brought, it just, you know, people were just drawn to me because I was different. I remember when I first started off in the funeral industry, I used to wear red hair. Which funeral director, you know, wear red hair? All right? And, you know, my style was just different. And I wanted people to know that, yes, we are around death, and people think it's morbid and all of that, but I brought life to the industry. And the rest was history. But I want to say, and to anyone listening, it's really not how you start, it's how you finish. And people seem to think that anytime you want to serve on a higher level, that you're looking for something for you. I ain't looking for nothing for me because I came well equipped. Everything that I have, and I can brag now because I know what I went through to get it. Everything I have, I work hard for it, Naughty. But there are so many, least among us, that deserve so much more. And I believe that there are so much more people that I can help, not just from a private aspect, but more from a governmental stand, because the resources are there for the people. And I believe because knowing the type of person that I am, I come equipped, ready to go, charge up, and to help as many people that I can reach. You understand? And to do as much as I can to impact their lives in a different way.
That's very interesting. It's going to be quite fascinating to watch you go from what obviously sounds like your passion, right? The work that you're doing now sounds like, is that something that you always wanted to do from you were?
Always wanted to do. I was working at the funeral home from I was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
Every day after school, I went to East Sunrise Funeral Home, and that's a plug for my boy Pedro.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And you're right. Some people may look at it like, oh, it's a bit more, because, you know, death, I don't think we fully know, you know, how to deal with death. It's always such a grief-stricken time for a lot of people. But you have to get in there. You have to do the things that the families need done. And you have to be committed and professional and make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. That sounds like fulfilling work for you.
It is. And you know something? You said it all. As a funeral director, you're dealing with people who are at their lowest, people who are hurting, people who have experienced the loss of a husband, a child, whether through just a sudden death, gang violence, whatever have you. And the only source of comfort that they have is when they walk into the funeral home and you're able to open your arms and to receive them, to give them a hug, but not only that, to provide them and to uplift them through the services that you offer. This is what brings comfort to families. And so for me as a funeral director going into the parliament, listen, I wish some persons who are in the parliament right now would have started off in the funeral home, because maybe they would have a little bit more compassion towards people. Maybe they'd have a little bit more love towards people. You understand? Do you know what it is to be able to, and I'm talking about over 25 years, wiping people's eyes, throwing your arms around them. You understand? Providing the service, like I said, the only thing to bring comfort to them, for them to walk into your establishment and to look at mama and the comfort of seeing how beautiful mama look, and for me to put my arms around that family. That is what comforts them. And like I said, there are many people that I touch right from that funeral home. Sometimes you would think that it's a community center. Persons come in there who know me and have needs, cannot pay their children's school fees, don't have food to eat, their light is off, this is that is that. And you know why they come to me? Because they know that when they leave, they're going to get help, but it's not going to be spoken of.
So you're going into politics now. This is going to be giving you the ability to help people on a much, much
Absolutely.
larger
That's
scale.
all
Is
I
that
want.
the reason why
That's my reason.
you decided to get into frontline politics?
That's my reason. That's my passion. And you know something? It's about it's really about your track record. If you check my track record, you would see that all my life, that's all I've been doing. If you don't believe me, call a Lawrence Roll. All right? We pour into his feeding ministry. One time he called me and he said, Sister Penn, things bad. I said, give me a couple minutes. Within 6 hours, I called a few of my friends. I had $13,000. You could go back and check this. You can Google it. $13,000 I took to him and presented to him. All right? That's not what Evergreen did, because we've done so much. Like I said, we feed the people. We give to the people, all right? In Dorian, listen to me, there were families, and you could check the record will reflect. There were families who had nowhere to stay, but through me agitating and working on their behalf, we had NGOs that not only give first and last rent, but give first, last rent, and 6 months, and even up to a year payment. You understand? And so sometimes my children say to me, Mommy, you have to learn how to say no sometimes. You always given. When are you going to receive? You understand? And then I would say to them, listen, the Bible says more blessed to give than to receive, you know. And so this is my life. You know, there are other motivations for some people why they want to get on the political front. Their motivation is totally different from mine.
Yeah. Southern Shores.
Southern Shores.
That was my question. Now,
congratulations. You've
obviously,
been ratified.
Thank you.
The candidate for the Free National Movement.
Obviously, Southern Shores, you know, we've heard it in the press a lot over the last 2 years, and not in the best light. Why Southern Shores for you?
So everybody knows that, and it's no secret, my first love was Abaco. And guess what? I left Abaco because they still got me. In fact, I go in there tomorrow. All right, I know you would have heard of Stephen Gardner's father and the other gentleman.
And our condolences to the Gardner
me.
family. Please convey it from me and MJ, when you, especially to Stephen.
They have me. They support me. I support them. But when the opportunity was given to me to look at Southern Shores, I did not hesitate, simply because I live maybe 5 minutes out of Southern Shores.
Okay.
In addition to that, my business is here in Nassau. My family lives here. My children go to school here. And my constituents would have direct access to me. So if there is something going on, it'll take me, 2 to 3, 5 minutes to get there. Okay? And I'm reachable. My office is here. And so when I looked at Southern Shores, to me, it made sense. Okay? And so I love Southern Shores. It has a lot of diversity, has a lot of business, professional people, all right? But I see a community, a constituency that has clearly been neglected. I have walked, I have spoken to many persons as an aspiring candidate, and the reports are not good. And so I have, I am charged up, and I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to give the best of service to the people of Southern Shores, and I believe I will do well there.
What are some of the needs on the ground? What have you been hearing in Southern Shores? Like
Neglect.
Just neglect?
They don't see the MP. They can't get nothing done. All right? Persons complain about the parks. In fact, I took a look at all of the parks within this weekend, and I didn't like what I saw.
Yeah. But yet we still have a $7 million over budget in beaches and parks,
I think the parks are
for this year.
I don't know.
Not to mention the last 3 years. In addition to that, the MP responsible for beaches and parks is having lavish back to school with roasted chicken and potatoes and hula hoop and bouncing castle and all type of stuff. Even talking smack on social media against his competition.
Well, you said it best. You said there's an office in Abaco that the people can't access.
Can't get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that says it all. But, it's time now for the people to not be neglected as they were. And that's why I said to you, it's not about me. It's about giving service. And service is all I know, because I've served people all my life. You understand? And I just want to be able to do more, because there is so much more that I have wrapped up inside of me. There's so much more I want to see. There's so much more I want to do for the good of people.
So you spent years, helping the community out, being a big part of the community in Abaco, of course, building here in New Providence as well. You decide that, I do want to get into frontline politics. What pushed you in the direction to choose the Free National Movement? You have other choices. You could have gone with the PLP or the COI, but you chose the Free National Movement. Tell us a little bit about that decision.
Well, first and foremost, I love the leadership. I think that Michael Pintard, I think he's the man. I think he has the plan, and what I love most about him is that he cares about people. All right, he's very compassionate, and that's who I am. In addition to that, the Free National Movement knows about good governance. And guess what? The Free National Movement has always delivered. All right? We deliver. And so that's what I love. I don't like people who say they're going to do things and can't get it done. We tell you what we're going to do, and we do it. That's who I am.
Do you think that's what's been happening with this current government, that they've made promises and just haven't lived up to those promises?
Yes, indeed. But I believe that if the Free National Movement is given an opportunity to get back in office, I believe we're going to see some wonderful things done in this country. I believe that the Bahamian people will be relieved of so much. Let me tell you, on my way here, I had a colleague that called me and said to me, he said, I want you to speak about the how we are being oppressed with all of these taxes. He said to me, he can barely keep his door open. He said,
"This is a business.
This is a reputable
business.
A colleague of mine, he said he can barely. He's right now caught in a battle of decision as to whether or not he keep his door open or he just close out and sell out.
Ooh.
And he said it's never been like that, and I can confirm it's never been like that. And the taxes are mounting on these businesses. It's hard to survive. It's hard to see a profit. You understand the money, the little that you make, goes into the hands of the government.
Let me ask you this question: You're in business,
yes.
I mean, we hear the Prime Minister talking about surpluses and economic recovery, but my question is, are we broke? Are we broke? Are we really broke?
That's
or
a
are
good
we broke
question.
yet? Because when I look around, school repairs remain incomplete. Allegations of contractors not being paid. You got the Bahamas Education Managers Union. They're striking over unpaid work allowances. NHIA providers allegedly are not being paid for services provided. 60% for July, owing 100% for August. Now we're in September. Allegations of Royal Bahamas Police Force reservists not being paid. Allegations of beaches and park contract workers not being paid. And now the situation in Abaco with Mr. Pinder locking the Ministry of Works out of their office in Abaco for up to $150,000 in non-payment of rent. I need to know, are we broke? Because if you guys are going to be the next administration, the first thing we got to fix is being broke.
Well, you know something? Speaking about the schools, I want to, send a shout out to all of the teachers and educators out there. I think you guys are doing an awesome job, especially to the teachers of Southern Shores. And, while educators and administrators are working diligently under challenging circumstances, it is clear that additional support and resources are needed to ensure a safe and effective reopening for all students. I don't feel like we need to be, encountering all of these delays. It is, come on, when are we going to show productivity in this country?
It's like that almost every year.
Every year
and I'm not understanding why we are not either starting earlier or doing something different so we don't have this problem every year.
Exactly. And again, just for the record, when you look at persons who offer themselves, it's very important to look at their track record and to see what they've done in their own space, in their own time, in their own profession. And the record will reflect that, yes, it started off very, very hard for me, very difficult, especially as a female in this industry, but through perseverance. And let me tell you, I had no money. My grandmother, I remember her, she said to me in March of 2012, she died in October of 2012. And she poured everything she had into me. And I remember her saying to me in the front of my office at the funeral home, she asked me to put my hand in hers. Mm-hmm. And she looked at me and she said, Mama, I have nothing to leave you. She said, but I leave you the blessing of God. She said, your hands will never want, your children will never want, your children. The old people, they like you. Sometimes we take it for granted, but I believe the blessings that she poured on me and the wisdom is what is carrying me through. And so therefore, what I'm saying is this. She didn't leave me anything because she had nothing to leave. So I had to push for myself. And you know how it is being a female in a male-dominated industry.
It must have been really hard those early years, right?
Sits at the top.
What is that
the top tier.
What is that like? What is it? Because you've worked hard.
Listen, my colleagues, if you ask any of them, they have the greatest respect.
Awesome.
The greatest respect.
So am I hearing that because you've done so well in your industry, you could run with the boys in Parliament then? That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying right there.
You rolled up your sleeves.
Thank you, Naughty. Thank you. You summed it up well.
All right, let's check out the text lines real quick. Got several texts coming in. And callers, I see you. First and foremost, good afternoon, Naughty, MJ, and your guests. Please help me understand why is Minish running. If he win, what is his purpose? All he will do is keep the backbench hot. That's a waste.
Well, I mean, I will say that, as Dr. Minnis often says, just, look and see. I have absolutely no idea why he's running. Perhaps only he knows, and maybe someday he'll tell us why, because it's really hard to figure out.
Sound like more Minnis in the manger to me.
Really hard to figure out.
Dog in the manger.
The purpose, but especially since there is a ratified candidate now for Killarney. But Dr. Minnis will let us know, his thoughts on that, I'm sure.
Naughty and MJ, good afternoon. I'm here begging for 2 ACs for SC McPherson. These classrooms are in need of them. Ooh. Please help. It is boiling in these units.
And it's... So
all right, Texter, listen out. Me and MJ will make some calls and see what we can do. Tune in for Friday's show, because Pearlie will be on tomorrow. But if something breaks by Thursday, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Essie McPherson.
Essie McPherson, yeah.
Yes.
We will vote for you, Miss Pan Maki, me and my parents.
Thank you.
Southern Shores, obviously. Naughty. This. We are Naughty and MJ. Please tell your guests we are happy to have you on Southern Shores, and you are welcome. I hope you are ready to make a difference.
Thank you.
Can you ask the future rep for Southern Shores her plan for our community?
Getting an endorsement already.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will say this, and I mean every word of it. I don't believe in making promises I cannot keep. So I'm not going to make any promises to that texter, but here's what I'm going to do. After just being ratified, mind you, I hit the ground before as an aspiring candidate. But after being ratified, it's now imperative, all right, that I knock on every door in Southern Shores. All I'm asking you to do is to be a little patient with me, because the constituency is very big. But I am going to knock on your doors. I want you to open your doors and receive me well. And I want you to tell me the concerns that you have in your community, and I want you to tell me how do you want to see your community grow, and we can do this thing together. we can put a comprehensive plan together that will outshine all the other constituencies.
I like that, you know. I like that. Yes, work together and get it done.
This other text, and then we get to the phone lines.
Callers, we're coming to you.
Naughty
in
and
one
MJ,
moment.
I like your guest. It seems like she's been serving and she wants to serve. We need her in Parliament.
A lot of energy.
Hopefully,
A lot of energy.
she won't have to, unlike another female funeral director in Parliament floor, slap anybody while in performing her duties.
Well, what I would like to do that the other person didn't do, I work in an industry that is unregulated. There are no guidelines, no rules governing the funeral industry
Really?
in the Bahamas.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
I know a lot of people don't. But I would also love, when I go to Parliament, if it's not done, to be that force to get it done. Could you imagine the taxi union and these other little businesses? They have regulation on a big business like the funeral
No
industry.
regulations?
Anyone could go open a funeral home.
That's
Anyone could
not
go.
what I thought was happening.
Anyone could go. Come pick up mama and say they're gonna. No qualification, no certification. Yes, and so that needs to be fixed.
That certainly needs to be. Yeah, you could
And
write that bill
here-
now because that
Here's the
regulation
last one before we get
needs
to
be
the,
put in place.
before we get
We're
to the
coming to you
test.
right now.
Good afternoon, Naughty and MJ, and your guests. The people of Southern Shores will determine and will support and will decide who's the better woman to serve them in the Southern Shores in the next general election. You could count on it, and right now it sounds like your guest.
There's another woman.
I'm not aware. They may have
I support humor in all
I support
forms. so-
women. I support
They may
women.
have an
Listen,
inside track.
I support women. I'm a female. All right, and listen, more power to us because we came from far. And so, if there is a better woman, and if Southern Shores elect her, I will support her.
Let's go to the phone lines. Talking heads.
That's Naughty.
What's going on, Papa? What's happening?
Great to hear everything cool. Good day, MJ.
Hi.
Lady MJ, and good day, Miss Penn Markey.
Yes,
correct.
Good
I
afternoon.
never think I had the privilege to meet her.
Good evening.
But I've heard about her over the years and stuff, the good things what she been doing. She touched something just now. I wasn't really thinking about it, but the morgue there by Princess Margaret and the funeral directors, them complaining sometime or family members talking about. I think when she, God willing, when she get in Parliament, I agree with her. That's something would need to pay attention. But Miss Penn Markey, if I saying your name the right way, what will be the reason? Why would you think this will be happening for so long? And people being complaining in this industry, talking about it. You mentioned the taxi drivers have regulations and stuff like that. Who benefits?
Well, you
from
know
this?
something.
Huh?
Again, I like to say check my track record. If you go and you Google my name as a funeral
That's why I
director,
asked if you have a website we can find out.
no,
check
just
out
Google
what
my
you've been
name.
doing.
Just Google my name. You will see me on the front line, battling and carrying on bad for this industry and trying to get regulation for
Yes,
us.
ma'am, you need to get
And let me
started
say
with
this to you: even under this administration, when this administration came in, I met with Dr. Davel, and I said to him, I said, "Listen, the morgue is in a terrible state. How is it that we can have, persons working in there?" Under those conditions, and
You
I
think they
pointed
just
out
don't
some
care?
things. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's because of
wonder
not
if there's
knowing.
someone benefiting from it being the way it is, knowing how serious this.
But I'll tell you this though, and you know, I'll just say this, and this is truth because there's no reason to lie. There were some things that was pointed out that really needed to be fixed, and I must say there was some improvement done to make the work environment a little
that is
better.
good.
But there is much more to be done. Tell me, why is it that a family have to go at the morgue and have to stand outside in whatever elements, whether if it's raining, if it's hot, and there's no accommodations for
That's sad.
family.
That's sad.
You understand?
They're not
already they're
grieving.
grieving.
They're grieving
And they got to stand outside in the hot sun if it's raining.
sad.
I
They're
remember
not
there was a
grieving.
family standing outside, and the
That's
pigeon
That's
No.
bad.
The pigeon
relieved.
did, but the pigeon do.
Relieved, yes.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Markey,
Yes, sir.
listen, timing allow us to go into detail because other callers won't call and stuff too. I want to endorse you. Listen, I'm a nationalist voice for the PLP, right?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to encourage I believe if you to get a chance in Abaco or anywhere to serve in Parliament, not just to deal with the drama what's going on in the funeral industry, right?
Yes, sir.
But to serve the Bahamian people, because I could feel you get the passion, and I'm sure the Bahamian people could feel it.
Yes, sir.
So knowing that you in Southern Shore, right? I want to encourage my PLP people, them, right? Who might have been discouraged and all of the low. I listening to Jamaica, low voters over there, not just because of the rain. People discouraged and tired of the politicians' promises and foolishness and just coming in there to empower and enrich themselves, friends, family, and lovers. I want to endorse you and encourage my PLP people to support Miss Pan Markey, because you could feel, you could check her history, you could hear she get the passion to serve. So it ain't about PLP and F&M or telling you to go vote F&M. I believe that if she getting there, the original F&Ms, or let's say the real F&Ms, need to understand she coming in there to serve everyone, PLPs and F&Ms. So if she look out for PLPs to understand, that's what we need. We need to stop the color thing and put the best person in there to serve us. So PLPs, if you don't mind, God willing, I think she'll make a good member of Parliament inside there, and sound like she ain't coming there to play around with us and play like she's some boss or something like that. She sound like she come to serve. You can feel the passion.
Good stuff,
Thank you,
Papa.
Papa.
Again, I just want to say this.
Appreciate you, Papa. Good points as always.
I just want to say this again. When you were offering yourself, you should have some track record. Again, let me say some of the things. And I want them to go and check these things. Because people seem to think that when you say you're interested in politics, you're only interested in you. You can call all of the old folks' homes and ask them what has Evergreen done for them. Pat Senior Home, Good Samaritan, Unity Home. Last year, Easter, we fed all of those old people in all of those homes. Ask the Rantley Home. Ask the Children's Home. These are places that we've poured into. You know why? Because we love people. God has blessed me to be a blessing. Okay?
So and check your record then.
And that's what I will take to the...
Let's get to these calls.
Some of those persons who are sitting there now, check their record. Did they have one?
Good point.
Okay.
We should
Let's
check
go to the phone
everyone's
lines. Talking heads.
Hello.
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 Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm be good. How you doing? You're on Talking Heads. What you got for us today?
Talking Heads. Let me say this to you. I know the candidate know who this is. But I want you to know Southern Shores got the best candidate in the F&M. This is coming from the chairman of the F&M. You all have a good day.
All right, Chief. Have a good one.
Southern Shores, Mr. Ferguson.
Let's get to the other call. Talking Heads. Talking Heads.
Yeah, I live in Southern Shores. I was excited to tune in. But when are we going to have a show about Southern Shores as to where our office located, blah, blah, blah?
Well, sir, I'm happy to say to you, I'm happy to say to you, sir, very happy to say to you, the only thing that Pan Markey was waiting for was to see what the party was going to do. And the party has only just now ratified me. It's been how many days from last week, Thursday?
Right, so less than a week.
It's been less than a week. But I am actively and aggressively looking for that office so that you can come and lay it all on me. All right? And I will be announcing in a very short time from here as to where you can find us. Okay, and when the doors are open, I want you guys. You just come in. You can flood it in. All right, come and see me and let me know what your concerns are. But not only do I want you to come to me, but I will be coming to you as well.
All right, let's get this last call in. Talking Heads. Talking Heads.
Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, how you do?
All right, what you got for us?
Hello. Yeah, Naughty.
Hey, I'm good, caller. What you got for us? We working against time.
I tell you, you have a winner there with you today in the person of Miss Dolly Pan Markey. And before I say what I have to say, I must do my disclaimer. I am a PLP.
That's interesting.
I am a PLP.
No, I've heard this voice on other shows before. He's a PLP. He's a card carrier.
I don't hide that. But I tell you, you have a winner with you. Miss Pan has proven herself to me and a lot of other people. A lot of people went along and start to believe that she turned her back on the PLP. I don't think so. I think there are some people in life that rather be where they're celebrated than where they're just tolerated. And I think, see, I'm speaking from experience. There's some PLP that is going to try and lash out at me, but I don't care. My name is Julian Ferguson. I don't hide that. I don't go as no alias this, alias that. I give you my name. That's something I'm proud of. That's all I have. That's why I have to speak truth to power. Some things that lady did for me when she was with the PLP in 3 years. I was asking some people in almost 30 years to do for me, and I couldn't get it done. Okay?
And listen, Mr. Ferguson, I gotta be honest with you. This score speaks volumes because, like I say, you are to the PLP what I am to the Dallas Cowboys. So, I mean, you can't be no more real than how you being right now.
No, sir. I got to speak truth to power. That lady there, and I want them to know. I don't get paid to make a call. Like some other people that get paid to do calls. I don't do it. Okay?
All right, Mr. Ferguson, we appreciate you. We got to get to the break and got to get to the news, but don't be a stranger, man. Keep calling and you know, voicing your opinion. We have to do this again, obviously.
We do,
MJ.
because the time went so quickly. But Miss Penmaki, just quickly, if you could tell us, because you got a lot of endorsements. When I said the word endorsement, I didn't realize we were going to get all these calls right away to say, you know what, you are the woman, apparently they feel, for the job. How does that make you feel? You're a week into your ratification, less than a week into your ratification.
I feel wonderful, and you know why? It's simply because when you've given so much, like the song say, when you give the best of your service, all right? And I have given the best of me to my clients, to the Bahamian people, to the least among us, all right? And I will continue to do that when I'm elected, all right, for Southern Shores.
Not if, when.
When.
Okay.
And I want to thank Southern Shores in advance, and I want them to know that they have a champion in me. They have one who will fight for them, and they have one who will fight for them with integrity.
Thank you so much.
We'll make sure to have you back on again and continue the conversation. Thank you for being here today. We're going to take a quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll get to the news. Then in the 5 o'clock hour, we're talking sports. Pearlie will be in the building. We'll chop it up. And yes, one more sleep and we got the NFL back. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, my goodness.
Your friend get a youth already know him get a next one. I know nothing that if you not get one. Go look a girl and try build a foundation. Bad mind for that before the next generation. Play this at your dance all up on your radio station. To all the real people, this is a real song. Me out no
The new Guardian Radio Sunday is here with a full day of diverse programming, kicking off with the first and last word in sports, the Press Box with Naughty and Earl the Pearl, followed by Temple Time, Caribbean and urban American gospel hits, Vital Voices, Sisters in Christ, and Your Lane with Coach Trish Hanna, Remark with Garth Roseborough, Let's Talk Together in English with Lady T, Sundays starting at 11 a.m. right here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
We're still here. Since 1941, the Armory Company has been your trusted partner and one-stop solution for all your business and technology needs. From printers to copier leasing, point of sale to cloud video surveillance, and access control to ATMs, we've got it all. And we ship to all family islands. Call our dedicated customer service team now at 397-1600 or visit us behind Wendy's on Mackey Street and experience excellence that stands the test of time. The Armory Company. Your success is our business.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape. A Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Nothing beats a Chick Charney challenge. On September 27th, we're bringing the action, a 5K course packed with 20 thrilling obstacles. Start and finish at Fusion Superplex with energy, fun and excitement all around. First time? No problem. Try the Chickchani Light version, built just for beginners. Got kids? Ages 3 to 7 can take on their very own Chickchani Kids Challenge. And this year, we're turning 10. So grab your team, mark your calendar, and come celebrate with us. Visit chickchanichallenge.com to sign up today. Thanks to our sponsors Fusion Superplex, Guardian Radio 96.9, Kalina, RBC, Advantage Insurance, Party Pilots Rentals and Events, Fincastle Media Group, Powerade, Kalik, and Art of Graphics.
Class is in session, but today's lesson is flavor. Level up with the new back-to-school buckets. That's 8 juicy pieces of fried chicken, your favorite sides, and something sweet. A group project everyone shows up for. Score a school-themed gift with every mega or super bucket purchase while supplies last. Plus, we're giving away a Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 to 9 lucky winners every week for 5 weeks. Back to school with KFC is finger-licking good.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Ambition is a privilege, nigga. Enough man have. Remember that. Bad minds are disease, sure. Some man won't catch. Yeah. Well, I never bust a chain or me never pick a pocket. Never see a old man bag and try grab it. Everything me have, you know me work hard for it. So why some dirty nigga bad mind me for it? Every day them see me out the road and me a flat. Buy me one a liquor so me have me one a glass. Girl them sexy and me clothes them so sharp.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, City of Hope, Epic Battery, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, KFC, Muffler World, Naughty Johnny's, Prince Masters, Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, Sandcastle Bahamas, and Tropical Gyros.
Clean like the water from the stream. Me mind not dirty, me think clean. I will never grudge you for your queen. Me heart not dirty, me heart clean.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, September 3rd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty along with Mary Jane, Amy Company, right up until 6 p.m. Pearly should be joining us in short order. And we will jump right into how we do it each and every day when we set it off in sports. With Today in Sports History, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. And don't forget, tomorrow, happy hour tonight at Naughty Johnny's, 5 to 7. That's going on right now. Just set off. Be sure to check that out. And then tomorrow, on Thursday,
you'll be in all your glory.
They got a special. They got a special on Thursday, man, and that's that soup, man. That split pea soup with the dumpling and the salt beef. And the chicken and the rib and the conch and the corn.
They throw conch in there as well.
So just be
it's
off
pretty
the chain.
good.
Off the chain.
Yeah.
It is. And give me a minute because I wish I had one right now. I do. Especially with the salt beef and the corn.
I mean, I could make that happen. We'd have to go up to the food store, but
I know
throw that together tonight.
I know you can make it happen. Not a problem. As a matter of fact, people are asking me, but Naughty, why you sound so like luggy, man, after the birthday? I was happy with all that. I was enjoying the items from the birthday, and then boom, the next day it was like, well, hold on. I know you like beef stroganoff, so I made what? Had to take care of that.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of cooking recently.
And then you know, what I love about MJ, and I love about my late mom too, but MJ has taken it to a next level.
I cannot cook anywhere near as good as your mom.
No,
my goodness.
You all are special in your own right. Special in your own right, and your mommy in her own right too. All right? But I give you credit because you will find a recipe and you will take down that mountain. You say, all right, you like Greek pasticcio? Whop, see it there?
Because your mom is such a great
and all my Greek friends and every time I bite into it afterwards, I say Efaristo.
I know.
And then sometimes I say milak, but that's only anyway.
Your mom, can I say, was such a great cook. Like, she made so many dishes from all around the world. They were all excellent. I, to this day, don't know why she didn't have like a restaurant or something, because I think like the whole of the Bahamas needed to taste her food. Like, that's how great it was, how good it was. And I missed that. So I try, But I know, like, you grow up eating some really delicious food.
All I can tell you is,
as did I, because my mom is a really good cook as
Mommy,
well.
Lord bless the dead, would look down and be very happy that all her boys were taken care of. Daddy, me, Sancho, and Donnie.
So tomorrow's going to be easy, though.
And it's all you. So she'd be so proud of you. And you know how much she loved you.
And I loved her, too. I did. Tomorrow's going to be easy, though, because if you'll get the soup,
play this violin.
grab the, play it
And
now.
here comes
Play
the
your
Grinch just to destroy
violin.
a moment because the Dodgers lost to the stinking Pittsburgh Pirates and ruined my 8 straight daily pick streak. But no, don't come in like the Grinch or the Grim Reaper on horseback. No, come in.
Don't lean into the Dodgers. They lost you your streak the last time. It happened again.
Anyhow, Pearly. Did you have anybody in your life, past or present, that cooks, that makes your taste buds water, or is it all you with your air fryer aficionado recipes?
What was that question again?
The best cook of your life, or is it you these days with your air fryer?
Well, of course, it's me these days, but I had 2 grandmothers who could cook, and my mom could cook as well. So, and then my sister Marisi is a very good cook. So, and even finding out now recently, my daughter Avery is even a better cook. So,
that's
I have some
good.
wonderful cooks in my life. Yeah.
Well, when you speak of grandmothers, I'll be honest. Unfortunately, I didn't know my granny on my mommy's side. She passed before I was born. But my granny in Spain, my mama in Spain. Listen here, boy. When you talk about European cuisine, the tortillas. The homemade chorizo, the jamon serrano, the solomillo steak, the fish. Now, they got a fish in Spain that they call...
paella?
The paella. Don't even go there. They got a fish in Spain called bacalao. But that's snapper. That's our snapper over here, okay?
Okay, I got you.
But they do that on multiple ways. The fresh seafood, the squid, the oysters, the lobster, the langoustines, which is baby
The
lobsters.
Iberian Peninsula is famous for,
my God, the octopus.
Seafood.
The fish. Off the chain. But what I love about that part of Spain, not only are they rich with the seafood, they're rich on land as well, too. The lamb, the beef, the veal.
Okay, you're making me hungry now.
Off
Hold
the
on.
chain.
Really? I mean, MJ, you're going to run home to start cooking?
That wasn't in the plans for tonight.
Pearly, you should be getting into foodology right now.
We should
Football
run
season
round by
kicks
Pearly.
off tomorrow.
We should run round by Pearly. I know he's ready for tomorrow.
I should start here and maybe wrap up in the evenings the recipes from Pearly's air
Swing
fryer.
by. You should be saying swing
Correct.
by. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll have some nice things during the football season. Nice, hand stuff, little chicken.
And we know
wings,
one
stuff
thing
like
you'll
that.
have for sure: the Parmesan garlic wings.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
All right,
good.
let's check out. Caller, we see you. We'll get to you in a sec. Let's check out today in sports history. All brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. On this day, September 3rd, 1895, the first professional football game was played in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. The Latrobe YMCA defeated the Jeanette Athletic Club 12-0. And back in the day, that was a blowout score for football. 1947, the New York Yankees got 18 hits in an 11-2 win over Boston. All 18 hits were singles. 1957, Warren Spahn of the Milwaukee Braves recorded his 41st career shutout. 1966, Bobby Orr of the Boston Bruins signed his first NHL contract. The 2-year deal paid $70,000 plus a signing bonus. And that gave Orr the top salary in hockey. So in 1966, $70,000 was the top score in hockey. 1970, Vince Lombardi died of cancer at the age of 57. 1970, Billy Williams of the Chicago Cubs ended his National League record of 1,117 consecutive games played. 1981, the Boston Red Sox and the Seattle Mariners played the longest game in Fenway Park history. The game was ended at a 7-7 tie after 19 innings the previous day. The Mariners won the game later on 8-7. Yep, 19 innings in 81. I remember that. 1984, Bruce Sutter of the St. Louis Cardinals set a National League record by earning his 38th save of the season. How good was Bruce Sutter, Pearly?
Too good. He was really probably the best. If he's not the best, he's a top 5 closer in the
I will
history.
always remember 2 relievers that I always remember growing up. Off the top, jump right out. Bruce Sutter of the St. Louis Cardinals and Dan Quisenberry of the Kansas City Royals.
Oh, yeah. Dan Quisenberry was the submarine
The sinker
pitcher.
baller. And then Eckersley, when they moved him from the mound to the bullpen, became dominant. But then again, I was spoiled later on in life by the greatest reliever ever to grace the history or grace the baseball field in the history of baseball. You know who I'm talking about. Enter Sandman, Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. When I used to crank up Sandman, I used to get goosebumps. It's like, it's over now, but
you know something, Naughty? I'm starting to wonder if I should really start talking about my Dolphins undefeated, because now I see how it sounds like you really living in the past. I think if I sound anything
but
like
Pearly, how many times have I said if it works for you, it could work for me? How many times I told you I was gonna find a loophole? If it could work for you, something could work for me, right?
Oh, Lord. I mean, if I sound anything like this, I think MJ, I'm going to stop bragging about the perfect season.
I saw a meme
Pearly,
today.
you could never stop bragging about the perfect season.
I saw a meme today that said that the Cowboys have never won a Super Bowl on a flat screen, and like that stuck with me for a minute.
You know you're wrong for that. You didn't have to go there.
I was like,
no. You're supposed to be with me. Now you have opened me up to ridicule from Pearly listeners, and now people laughing at me too.
I'm sorry, but someone said that, and I was like, wow, that's kind of true, you know. But
that is true. That is true.
That's okay. This year,
so
we can do it.
Dolphins, if there's any consolation,
exactly.
Neither of my Dolphins.
Exactly.
So,
Lord Jesus, give me strength. 1986.
I was like, that's true, you know. Flat screen TVs have been out.
Let me just finish today. And yes, we watch all our Cowboys Super Bowl victories on VHS too. Before you all corny, crust in your underwear, hack wannabe comedians come with that foolishness. 1986, the Houston Astros beat the Chicago Cubs 8-7 in the 18th inning. The game ended after 14 innings were played. The two teams had used a record 53 players the day before. 1990, Bobby Thigpen set a major league record when he got his 47th save. 1999, Mario Lemieux. Thigpen of the White Sox. 1999, Mario Lemieux's ownership group officially took over the National Hockey League's Pittsburgh Penguins. Lemieux became the first player in the modern era of sports to buy the team he had once played for. 2000, Kenny Lofton tied a major league record when he scored in his 18th straight game. And in 2001, Bud Smith became the 16th major league rookie to throw a no-hitter. It was his 11th career start. Sports quote of the day: setting a goal is not the main thing. It is deciding how you will go about achieving it and staying within that plan. Tom Landry. There you go. And that's a wrap on Today in Sports History, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Yes, thank you. Pardon me, and please allow my indulgence. I want to salute and thank you for having a very good wife, and that's why I'm putting her back in good stead with you, even though she was with Pearly a while ago.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
And I want to encourage you and see how best you can get into the schools to share with the young people how to research the history of sports and how to go deep and love and have no fight, just love sports.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you,
maybe that's something we could do now that I've officially retired from Jokers.
That's true. You got a little bit of time on your hands now.
You know, maybe I could do that and get back. But, you know, watching sports is kind of like Pearly came up watching it. He watched it with his dad, with his grandfather. I watched it with my grandfather because my dad was on the cruise ship most of the time. So when I did see him, we would watch European sports like soccer and so on. But the good old American sports, I watched my grandpa, Cam Thompson. Then when I was coming up, I had individuals like Pearly, older brothers type and mentor that would talk sports as well too. Obviously, I knew I had backup talking Lakers around Pearly because Pearly was a big mouth Laker like me. He was on his own for the Dolphins because he used to mash up my Cowboys. But understand, you learn from them and you learn how to talk and you learn how to watch the game and you learn, okay, what's the ERA? Oh, earned run average. What's the RBI? Run batted in. You want to be like them now? They talking, well, he had 6 RBI.
Very technical.
Let me go. And you couldn't Google it then.
No.
You had the Encyclopedia Britannica that so-and-so, or ask somebody, and then they break it down.
Yeah.
So it becomes passionate. And sports, to me, MJ, I'll tell you, I could watch sports all day. I don't care.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
All day. Give me some classic throwback games. Give me some early games, some late games. That's how she will tell you. This part of the year. We
talked about it yesterday.
We
could watch football every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yesterday, you should have seen the last of the draft wrapping up. And I can physically tell you that I witnessed several dudes who've been stink for the last 3 months have a total change of character.
You mean attitude?
Attitude-wise and everything.
Spirits up now.
It's like what happened. You and your wife give you some last night. She give you a lap dance last night.
In the zone now.
No, it's football, brothers. What do you mean? And literally, I have watched dudes go from being a curmudgeon
It's a joy, pure
like,
joy.
Dude, where this love fest come from? But it is that time of year.
Yeah, this is my favorite time of year.
You know that and certain people reach out because I've been in leagues for years and years and decades. It simply is, okay, call to order, time to rally up the gang. Here we go. Here's another 4 months of talking smack. And it's a weird brand of football, fantasy football smack that people talk. It's a totally different brand of it. But fantasy football is the conduit every year that saves MJ a piece of her beautiful mind for at least 6 months. Because she don't have to worry about anything. He is over there in the corner.
My thing now.
Fine. I don't have to ask him if he want to go out with me. I'm going to go out and shop with my sisters. He'll be here. He'll be stuck to that computer watching football. The house could burn down
I'm
around
already
me.
preparing for Christmas. Like, this is my favorite time of year.
But I have been blessed, though, because not many relationships early on do you find your significant other, and then you also find that they're a huge football fan like you. That's a win. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's
the
one.
The problem is some of them start pulling for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. But like I say.
Same conference, yeah.
Come football
That's
season, you know where to find me. Right there next to MJ on the laptop, fantasy football in it, wait until the next game starts.
But you know, the emergence of fantasy football, you know, many times we as fans will cuss it. Why did they sign this stupid player? How did they get that damn player from? But now I have a better understanding. I mean, I don't have the millions that Jerry would have or the billions that Jerry would have, but I feel like almost a real owner when you're picking your players and you're managing your teams and you got a player hurt and you got to go negotiate a trade. Because, by the way, fellas in the Talking Heads Fantasy League, I have a tight end for the trade. There's somebody talking to me looking for a running back. Stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, and when I look at
I'm looking for a running back for real. So if anybody wants to talk to me,
like he's serious, he wants a running back.
All right, shamelessly now plugging.
Shameless plug. They hear you.
Pearly, which one you talking about? You talking about Press Box or Talking Heads?
It's Talking Heads.
I'm talking about Talking Heads.
Okay, but I can holler at you off there because, you know, I was smart. I am wide receiver rich. You come to me. That is why I'm the 2-time back-to-back champion of the Talking Heads League.
Actually, I'm looking for a running back, so make me.
You can come and see me.
Stock up on those as well,
right? And you need a running back, so you know I will put a nice little package together for you, brother. I am here for you.
Let's talk. All right, make me an offer, man. Look at what I got and make me an offer.
Well, you know, when I put on the Trader Jack hat, nothing comes cheap. You know, we like to do big deals.
Like I say, look at what I got to offer.
I got you.
Make me a decent offer.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads. Talking Heads. Let's get to the next call. Talking Heads.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing on this hump Wednesday?
What's going on, Muff?
Yeah, everything good.
What's up, Muff? I almost said that thing again. I almost said that thing again.
And let me just go on record.
Hey, Muff,
hold on.
Rule, what's up?
Let me just go on record before Muff gets into his tribe. Muff was supposed to do a solid for 52, but couldn't get to do it because of the rain. But the solid came through anyway. So thank you, 52, for the birthday libations and the fresh coconuts. I know Muff was supposed to get them to me, but the rain stopped Muff from getting to me. But they got to the Guardian, and I got it. So 52 and indirectly, Muff, appreciate you all brothers getting me the chardonniers for my birthday. I appreciate it.
But you know,
everything good. Yeah, because when I go back to get him here, he said he can carry him to you and this, so everything is good. But you still have another little package coming. But you talking about Pearly, Dodgers, your Yankees at your 7-game winning streak snap. Then you'll win against the Astros. Then they can get you all back tonight. Houston can get you all back tonight.
No, sir.
Pearly them just barely stopped the sweep by 1 run, 5-4. And they say that. But the Marlins, the Nationals do us in, but we get them back tonight, though. We get them back tonight.
But baseball wrapping up now. We're down into the dog days. Down the stretch we come. So
30 games, 29, 30 games left.
Left to go. So, Muff, how you feeling about football season, man? Sunday's a big day for you, boy. You got your Dolphins and the Colts coming up on Sunday.
Right, and we got 2 games. We got game tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, man. Thursday night game.
And the Chargers.
Chiefs and the Chargers tomorrow night, too. Right. That's going to be a good one, too.
But Naughty and Pearly, Bill Belichick need to come back to the NFL, man. That cut up what he get, man. Come on, man.
Boy, listen here.
Yeah.
All I know is P.D. Pablo said he is never going to another North Carolina game as long
Did
as
he
Belichick
say
is
that?
coach. Because you forget.
Did he say that?
P.D. Pablo, who I won't lie, you know, we brought him to the zoo back in the day years ago. All right, Mr. North Carolina, throw your hands up.
We gotta line that up.
So they put the camera on Jordan and Lawrence.
Hold on. And let me tell you, P.D. Pablo, they sent P.D. Pablo out there to start that game singing that song, and P.D. Pablo was rapping his ever-living behind off like he was back in the day, 50 pounds lighter when the song was a hit. He's out there working it in the Carolina Blue and talking the most smack. And at the end of the day, you know, in that song, a few moments later, he got beat by TCU 48-14, okay?
The question was asked, who made the mistake? Did UNC make the mistake or did Belichick make the mistake by coming there?
Ooh. Well, I heard. Go ahead, Muff.
That TCU defense was playful, boy. That was playful. They couldn't do nothing. That defense was so serious.
Now,
must have been 5 3-and-outs.
Pearly and Muff. Y'all know how Bahamas talk under their breath, right? They say it for you to hear, but they ain't really want you to hear, so they's mumbling under their breath, right? I was at Rubis West Bay, and I heard a disgruntled Dolphin just sitting there. When he heard, somebody asked me, said, Naughty, what the Carolina score was? I say 48-14 TCU. All I hear the Dolphin in the corner start like this. That's good for his staying behind. Belichick with all that cheating made Dolphins all the year. That's good.
No.
You need to take that. They need to beat him 148-14 next time. All cheating, Belichick. I was like,
cameraman behind the bench.
But you do know that Belichick started out rough in New England at first.
Yes, he did.
Good point. Good point.
He started actually, I think he was in Cleveland as well first, right?
Very good point, Pearly. He was garbage in Cleveland. He went to New York, didn't even keep the job, left, and then took the Patriot job, and they did start off sluggish under him. They did.
Well,
that North Dakota game was the same thing, right? 55-3, right, on Saturday, right?
Oh, I missed that one because you said the operative word, North Dakota. I hate North Dakota. I wouldn't even watch them. It's always cold, even in the summer.
Iowa. I think Iowa blew them away.
Oh, yeah. But now that you say it, if you say Iowa took on North Dakota State, that makes sense. Iowa is a good defensive team, is going to be there in the conversation in the top 10 all season, and they got a sneaky good offense that could run the ball and pop you in the mouth. So, yeah, watch Iowa. If you was a parlay man, you should do well with Iowa on parlays this year.
Right, and they had a legendary coach would retire and everything. But not even and Pearly, you also had a Odell Beckham touchdown catch from C.J. Daniels Jr.
You mean in the University of Miami game when they beat Notre Dame?
Right.
When they showed a lot of composure. Listen, that one-handed catch was ridiculous. That's the one I showed you the other night.
You showed me the highlight.
That is ridiculous.
Odell Beckham.
No, but listen here, man. Listen here. Odell had a nasty catch like that, all right? But I seen George Pickens, not because he's a Cowboy now, but back in the day in Pittsburgh, make a stupid one-handed catch that could definitely be in that conversation against Odell Beckham. And there's been a multitude in college football that if you go back and look, no-name dudes that didn't even make the league had some of the most ridiculous one-handed grabs going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Tony is a beast too, but he's a beast too. He's getting on by.
And for a freshman too, for plug-and play as a first-year non-redshirt freshman, very impressed by his contribution.
Very impressive. Yeah. Well, let me let someone else get back in. Naughty, tomorrow 7 o'clock, then.
Yes, sir. We got you.
Champions and the Cowboys.
Listen, I can be honest with you, Muff. I need at least a month to figure out what my Cowboys are going to be. So whether it's win, lose, or draw, or good old-fashioned cut skin, I don't care. I could be with MJ. I have my food. I got my libations. And guess what? The next 4 months, we in a good place.
It's bliss.
Everything is cool.
I only want to end with this. We have everything on tape. We tell Chris to record everything because you could afford a flip-flop like Brave Davis on Friday, talking foolishness with what you say. It on tape.
Now, Muff, you got to take, hold on, you got to take it to your Dolphin compadre who we got to pull the tape on, okay? It ain't me. It ain't me.
No trust.
All right. Now, listen here. Okay. Now, let me go on record since you listening, Muff, and we recording this. Pearly Duck. Dolphin fans, especially the ones that like Muff, are like beer bottles. Empty from the neck up. And the Dolphins will always suck. 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, now in the 2020s. You got that recorded?
You can't say 70s.
Now let's go to the break.
Not 70, so.
If you not have one, your friend get a youth already know him get a next one. I know nothing that if you not get one, go look a girl and try be a foundation. Bad mind for that before the next generation. Where this are your dance all up on your radio station.
You know that one sandwich that's lived in your head rent-free? It's back! The crispy barbecue bacon sandwich craving is real, and it's making everything crunch. KFC's bringing all the flavor you love with barbecue sauce, crispy onions, cheddar, bacon, and a juicy extra-large filet, all on a buttery toasted brioche bun. It's messy. It's mouth-watering. It's made to crunch. KFC. It's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Close up. If you set people's seats on edge every time you step on the brakes, it's time you visit Muffler World on Mackey Street. They can take your brake rotors off, and if there's anything left, machine them shiny. Then their technicians will install new pads, and before you know it, you'll be able to stop without people calling social service on you. Trying to hit my car. Children in the car. Muffler World can replace the whole package, including hoses, master cylinders, and more. For first-class brake work, stop by Muffler World on Mackey Street. Open Saturdays 8 till noon.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape. A Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Ambition is a privilege, nigga. Enough man have. Remember that. Bad minds are disease, choke. Some man won't catch. Yeah. Well, I never bust a chain or me never pick a pocket. Never see a old man bag and try grab it. Everything me have, you know me work hard for it. So why some dirty nigga bad mind me for it? Every day them see me out the road and me a flat.
Well, we're back at you on the Wednesday, September 3rd edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. along with Mary Jane, along with Pearlie. The gang's all here. And we're talking sports. We're into the 5 o'clock hour. 5:35 p.m. is the time. Don't forget, we got a great Final 15 for you today. Rich Eisen and the crew taking you home. The official, Pearlie, are you ready for it? The official first the first official power rankings for the NFL season. And
interesting.
But Pearlie, we know the Dolphins could be down there, but at least you could have been a little more excited than that, man. Come on, man.
How down?
I don't think the Cowboys will be too far.
The Cowboys might be below you all in all, but I'm still excited. Because it's football, man.
I am.
I might be in full curmudgeon run by Friday morning after what I see, but at least football is back.
But you said you'd give it time, right?
I listen, and I'm going to put this out there now, disclaimer way out in front. Old Uncle Naughty need at least 4 to 6 weeks to figure out who the heck his Cowboys are this season. And I will honestly and objectively tell you who we are after 6 weeks.
I think you will know within. I think you'll know after a game or two.
No, Pearlie, not with them because they're bipolar. I've seen them do fool in a game or two and then go on a streak and then do fool. Yeah, so you trust me. You got it a lot better than your crew down in sunny South Florida.
Who's your first couple games? Who your first couple games with? You got Philadelphia,
New York. Yeah. Now, Pearlie,
you could be 1-1 or 0-2.
Listen to me, Pearlie, all right?
Not 0-2.
Let me just say it like this, and I'm not saying anything. I don't want you to run with it when I say it. You are aware that is a rivalry game, Cowboys and the Eagles. You are aware that when you play the division games, you throw all of that out the window. But I do believe Philadelphia going to win Thursday night. But I'm just saying.
You think they will? Yeah, they should
Then
win.
the Cowboys actually take on the New York Giants.
Y'all should beat them.
We should beat them because we normally beat them, but that's no guarantee. So we got the Giants, and then we got the Bears. And that's the game we got to figure out who we are because we don't know who we are and we don't know who the Bears are. So, like, if you look at the first month of the season.
Giants, depends on which Russell Wilson playing. If it's the Pittsburgh Steelers Russell Wilson, then you could be in problems. No, if it's the Denver Broncos Russell Wilson, you definitely could beat them.
And if it was the Seattle Seahawks Russell Wilson, we would lose by 50.
You'll lose big time.
Or he'd throw an interception at the goal line to win the game and give the other team up.
Stop.
And then week 4, we play the Packers. And that's going to be a real hype rivalry game. And guess what? Let me show you how the media go. Cowboys could be 1-2 coming in, and they could be facing 1-3, and then boom, there you go. They get this victory over the Packers out of nowhere. Pearly, we know how this thing go. So that's why I need 4 to 6 weeks to figure out who my Cowboys are, and I objectively will say who we are.
It won't shock me if you beat the Eagles in game 1. It will not shock me.
See, but if I said it, you tell me I'm a homer, right? But you've seen some of the same things that I've seen, correct?
Yeah.
And then you got not 1 but 2 starting cornerbacks, gimpy, with the nagging soft tissue injuries. You might fall victim to CeeDee Lamb and Watkins. I mean, and Pickens. So I can be honest with you. That Eagle game is not cut and dry. But what I don't want is the Cowboys to win and then everybody say, oh my God, they shocked the world. They beat the Eagles, and then next week, Giants beat us 48-3.
Yeah, that'll look terrible.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking heads.
Well, it's football season, baby.
Oh, gosh. If I don't hear from you any other time of the year, you know we're going to hear from you now.
Listen. Stop dissing my Dolphins. Bernie, don't let them beat you up inside there about Miami.
No, I don't worry about him. I beat myself up with them.
No, I believe we're going to shock some people. I think. I like our front seven. Seven offensively. I think we can be good. We made some improvements on the offensive line. So I think that that we're gonna everybody has counted us out. They have us winning 5 games and 6 games. I think we're gonna shock some people. So it's gonna be an interesting season.
They got the Cowboys winning 7 games. I think we're gonna do better than that as well too. So it might be a way to make some money.
Prognosticators and analysts sometimes get a little full of themselves. So we'll see what happens.
But
it'll be an interesting game tomorrow. But you're right, Nutty. Divisional games are very hard to call sometimes because people get up and play a lot tougher.
Than they do.
We had a winning record against Tom Brady during the heyday down in Miami. We beat Brady in Miami.
Yes, we did.
And so when you look at it from that perspective, anything could happen. You know what I mean?
Now, Chef, on another note, I want you to know that you're in not 1 but 2 big leagues with myself and Pearly. All right?
I know.
So,
Pearly, I got you. You got me. I got you in one of them on Sunday, right?
My first game is with you, Chef.
I know. And you go and take HA before I get him. I was pissed off. But anyway, I leave it at that.
Boy, in that drive, I was laughing at Pearly and Chef fighting over Dolphins. Y'all talking about me driving Cowboy. They was killing each other for Dolphins.
And right on the round, I was going to grab. Why did you grab him? I said, God, digging it.
Now, Chef, I just want to go on record and thank you for being such a great sponsor. And you know how much we love Tropical Gyros.
Yes, we do.
But I do want to say that when you play,
I ride and die with you guys
from day one. Now, listen, I can be honest with you. If Pearly and myself beat you in fantasy this year in the 2 leagues, we expect as part of our victory package Tropical Gyros.
All right,
yes.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll live to that.
Now, if you beat us, we will give you extra shameless plugging for the product that we love so much. You know that.
Ain't that something? I love it. But listen, I'm going to be honest with you. This year, I can pay more attention to the ESPN league because last year, I was forgetting I was in that league, and sometimes I was playing with less people that forgot to change.
Correct.
People who want buy and all kinds.
And we know how you go. So the further down you got, we wasn't telling you because we don't need one less Barracuda chasing the prize.
That's all right, though. I come in this year. Purdy, I'll see you Sunday.
There you go.
Big matchup.
Appreciate you, Chef, man.
I'll see you Sunday. Nice. Always good listening to you guys.
Regards to the fam, Chef. You know how much we love you, bro. Be safe.
All right, man. Good luck tomorrow night. I'll be watching.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I can't wait for the gyros.
Naughty. Chef and I have been friends for over 50 years. We went to Xavier's together. And I've known him basically all my life. His mom and my mother-in-law were very dear friends. So I'm going to feel kind of bad beating the crap out of him on Sunday, but it is what it is.
And you can drop a gyro after too. You got to thank me for that.
Yeah. That's my favorite restaurant. How you mean?
There you go. All right, let's get this call in real quick. Last
Don't
call. Let's
sleep
get
on
it in.
Chef. That's all I'll say.
Talking Heads.
Hello. Hey, Naughty and the crew.
What's going on?
Hi.
What's happening, bro? What you got for me?
Listen, I've been listening. You know, he was an avid cowboy. He was a cowboy from 73.
Okay, yeah, you've been a little more avid than me, but no, I right behind you.
I was 9 years old when I started watching the Cowboys.
There you go.
I saw them on color TV. I got mesmerized with the uniform. You know, I was an island boy watching it on black and white. And I had a guy, Gordon McDonald, told me to take me to the hotel to watch a game, and that was the Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Cowboys.
Well, I'll tell you, when I became a Cowboy fan, it was Pittsburgh against Dallas in the Super Bowl. Roger Staubach hit Jackie Smith with a wide-open pass that would have won the game for the Cowboys. Jackie Smith had been an all-pro tight end for the Cardinals for years. We traded for him. He drops the ball right in the middle of his chest, right in his hand, drops the ball.
Yep.
And Vern Lundquist, I believe it was the announcer, and he said, my God, bless Jackie Smith's heart. He's got to be the sickest man in America. And he was on his knees. He was looking at his hands. He was crying right in the end zone. And I said, bro, I can start pulling for this team at the Star, because at the time, my Uncle Meredith, his first wife, was from Pittsburgh. So they had a big party down at the house. Everybody was Pittsburgh, freaking themselves out. And I said, you know what? I could pull for that team at the Star. And from that day to this, I have been a ride or die Cowboy.
So I was a Cowboy.
Was that the 76 Super Bowl?
Correct.
I know a lot.
It was 77. 76.
I was in the Orange Bowl for that Super Bowl.
You really got to rub it in now, right?
Yeah.
It was one of my greatest football moments.
I've been listening to all this talk with the Michael Parsons trade, and like I tell you, I've been watching football for a long time. The Cowboys anytime you see the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, they have 3-4 things going for them. Number one, you get a quarterback.
Yes.
A running back, and a good receiver and a semi-good receiver.
Correct.
They always were able.
Are you trying to say that this offense kind of reminds you of Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper on the side? Is it just me getting it, or that's just me?
You got it.
And now let me check and re-raise you. When we win Super Bowls, we have first-class defensive tackles.
Exactly.
Russell Maryland.
I was about to say that.
Jimmy Jones.
Right out of my mouth. You can't win without a good defensive tackle.
A Hog Moley.
You have to have someone to stop the run.
And I think we got a good one.
Yeah, but if you don't stop the run, it's over, man.
Well, I said
it was happening to the Cowboys for the last 3 years.
I said it might have been addition by subtraction. Let's see. We've been able to sign a couple of players since getting rid of Micah as well, too. It looks like the culture's changing. Jerry and them catching the memo and trying to sign people early now. So let's see where it goes. Even though he's a diehard Cowboy and I's a diehard Cowboy, I still gonna need 4 to 6 weeks to figure out who our Cowboys are.
You notice when Cowboys when they won those Super Bowl in the 90s, we had people like Jim Jeffcoat and them.
Jim Jeffcoat, Leon Lett, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Tolbert.
There wasn't top tackles like,
and then of course
Reggie White and Bruce Smith and all of them.
But we had old boy come over from Haley from the San Francisco 49ers came over and did what we had to do. Haley was a big addition to that.
In order to beat Buffalo, you have to stop Thurman Thomas.
Correct.
And that's what the Cowboys
But that's when we had linebackers like Ken Norton and them coming and knocking your lights out.
There you go.
Anyway, you can cause me go home. You can cause me go home. You can cause me go home now and watch them 92, 93, and 95 Super Bowls. Thank you, man. I got something to watch tonight.
Okay. But all the best, man.
Take care and don't be a stranger. Hit me out through the season.
We can win tasty, man. Tomorrow, the Cowboys can win that game.
All right. Let's see. Let's see where it goes, man. All right. And don't be a stranger. And don't forget Sundays, 11 to 1. We got the press box right here, so be sure to chime in as well. All right. Good stuff. Pearly, let's get to the picks because we're going over time here now. Tonight, we got to go straight to the WNBA, Pearly. Straight to the WNBA. We got 4 games on top, 2 games on top tonight in the WNBA. I'll pull them up for you right now. You got the 19-20 Sparks taking on the 26-14 Dream. Playoff ramifications in this one. Atlanta 7.5-point favorites over the Sparks. I'm going to take the Sparks plus the 7.5. Even if they get beat, I think they get beat by less than 7.5, and I think they win this game outright. They're one of the hottest teams over the last 6 weeks.
They need a win, so I'm going to ride with them.
You got now this.
Even though they clinched the playoff spot already, I'm still gonna ride with them.
And I guess
I'll take the points.
And this game tonight is the WNBA version of the Turlet Bowl. You got the Connecticut Sun 10-30 taking on your girl Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, who are 9-30, playing for the first round pick, playing for the number 1 overall pick. Only because it's you, Pearly. I can roll with Chicago and your girl Angel Reese because it's a 1.5-point game. So I think they get it done at home over the Sun.
Yeah, I'm going to take Angel Reese, but I'm going to also take Angel to be another double-double tonight.
There you go. All right, Pearly, good stuff as always, man. You in tomorrow holding it down. MJ and I are back on Friday. So, we'll be chopping it up. And on Friday, we're doing all our picks going into the weekend.
All right.
Good stuff. Time. All right. Who you got lined up for tomorrow?
My guest canceled on me, so I'm working on something else. It's going to be an interesting conversation. I'm not going to quite say yet, but I'll tell you later.
I know you're going to have a hot one. Anyhow, good stuff for Pearly.
It's not politics. It's going to be something very interesting.
All right,
well,
good.
Have fun, Pearly.
We know how you go when you get interesting. So for Pearly, for MJ, this your boy Naughty, and for Mr. Super Producer, it's your boy Naughty. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Talking Heads.
Them I wonder how me things them so near. Them want kill me, feel the carry me a steer. But me heart no dirty. Me heart clean like the water from the stream. Me mind no dirty. Me think clean. I will never go just for your queen. Me heart no dirty. Me heart clean like the water from the stream. Me mind no dirty.
Are you searching for something new? Something exciting? Your dream job in paradise? Well, look no further. Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is hiring. Join a dynamic group of passionate hospitality professionals, craft unforgettable moments, and thrive in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Play your part in shaping the future of our team while growing your own career every day. Bring your energy, your passion, and your creativity to a workplace that's as dynamic and fun as you are. At Royal Beach Club Paradise Island, the opportunities don't just exist. They're limitless. So are you ready to find your perfect fit? Visit Royal Beach Club at paradiseisland.com/career today and step into a world of exciting possibilities.
The new Guardian Radio Sunday is here with a full day of diverse programming, kicking off with the first and last word in sports, the Press Box with Naughty and Earl the Pearl, followed by Temple Time, Caribbean and urban American gospel hits, Vital Voices, Sisters in Christ, and Your Lane with Coach Trish Hanna, Remark with Garth Roseborough, Let's Talk Together in English with Lady T, Sundays starting at 11 a.m. right here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Don't settle for ordinary when you can have the Farmhouse King only at Burger King Nassau. It's back! Sink your teeth into 100% flame-grilled beef, stacked with crisp bacon, melty American cheese, crispy onions, a fried egg, and the bold sauce that adds the perfect kick for a flavor sensation fit for a king. Grab the Farmhouse King as a combo with fries and a drink, or go all in with the Farmhouse King Feast. It's bigger, it's better, and it's only at Burger King Nassau.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's. Well worth the trip.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Looking for tech solutions without the hassle? Since 1941, the Armory Company has been the Bahamas' trusted tech partner. From access control and cloud video surveillance to smart home setups and laptop repairs, we handle it all. Need a repair? We've got you covered, no matter where you bought it. Can't find what you need? Call us at 397-1600 for a custom solution. Visit us behind Wendy's on Mackey Street with delivery to all family islands. The Armory Company, where your tech problems meet their match.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Ambition is a privilege, nigga. Enough man have. Remember that. Bad minds a disease, true. Some man won't catch. Yeah. Well, I never bust a chain or me never pick a pocket. Never see a old man bag and try grab it. Everything me have, you know me work hard for it. So why some dirty nigga bad mind me for it? Every day they see me out.
Some of you, again, may be new to this program. If so, where you been? Okay. Not to be aggressive. But where have you been? We're celebrating our 11th anniversary coming up next month.
Yeah, catch up.
But here's how it works. We talk a lot of football. And every week there is a cadence. There's a cadence. Mondays, we talk a lot of football. Tuesdays, we talk a lot of football coming off the Monday night game. Thursday, we talk a lot of football leading to the Thursday night football game. Friday, we talk a lot of football coming off of the Thursday night game, previewing the upcoming week of college and professional football.
I see a pattern for him.
Midweek, because Mondays, we've got Overreaction Monday, the podcast, and also a segment on Tuesdays, Overreaction Monday on a Tuesday. On Fridays, we like to play a game called What's More Likely, where Chris Brockman puts me in a position to have to choose between two concepts that I don't really agree with, but or predict what's going to happen over the weekend.
Of course.
So we do that on Fridays. On Wednesdays, didn't used to do this a lot because I frowned upon it.
Frowned? Hated?
Yeah.
Loathed.
Because what is a power ranking?
It took a while to get you convinced.
Well, I understand a power ranking is somebody's opinion of which teams are the best in the National Football League in a certain order. Best at the top, and then worst at the bottom.
Yeah, Rich, someone's opinion. You're someone.
I get it, but
that's true.
But why? I don't know who came up with the fact that when we're ranking them, they're power rankings. You know what I mean? Like from most powerful to weakest.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. There's nothing electric about it.
Is there another word you'd rather?
I don't know. Maybe I'm too literal, but I also just thought to myself, really. Because you're just opening yourself up to nonsense criticism and then I thought to myself, you know what? I've got to get down to Brockman's level.
Thank you.
And
it's better than the solid rankings.
The solid rankings
so think about that.
Not acceptable.
Yeah.
So every Wednesday, I rank National Football League teams.
Here we go.
And I figured to kick off our first Wednesday here in the world of Disney, here are my we're calling them week one power rankings.
Yeah, these are week one. So here's the deal. I have all three. You've done three versions.
Throw those out.
No, but I have them, and I'm seeing how they compare.
But throw them out because
February 12th.
I did a power ranking the Wednesday after the Super Bowl,
February 12th,
which was really stupid.
No, I loved it
because it wasn't of the season that just completed. I was previewing the 2025 season.
Way too early.
We're still picking confetti out of. I shouldn't say out of hair, since
we don't. Yeah.
Right. So
well, speak for yourself.
Very good. But you always cover your hair.
I mean, I'll take it
off. You don't have to.
Then you did one April 30th.
Which is dumb because it was after the draft. And then I did one in the middle of the summer, which is also equally
August
dumb.
August 6th, right before preseason.
Throw those out.
We have different definitions of what's dumb. I love
those.
I love these.
Those mean nothing right now. 0.0.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
And they were also done in without knowing what free agency was coming after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Having no idea which rookies are potentially going to be any good, which we have a better idea now, somewhat higher register.
Maybe.
Not knowing which generation.
Throw those out because now
we get traded.
It's on like the proverbial Kong O'Donkey.
Here it comes.
That's the Irish version. Felly's laughing off mine. My God, that was very Jackie the Joke Man right there.
That was one of my favorite video games, man.
The first edition, or week one edition of
Here we go.
My Power Rankings.
Here's a smile, Rich.
Power Rankings.
Power Rankings.
Okay, gotta love the private pile drop.
You're looking like Cam Newton, just like,
hit a double.
And if you don't like it, you're gonna go the drill sergeant. Your mommy and daddy didn't give you enough attention as a child.
That sounds like royalty.
Leave my team off the Power Rankings.
Are you royalty?
And that's
It's
coming.
just
That's
top
coming.
10.
All right, number 10.
Bandwagon's full. I'm putting the Broncos number 10.
Wow, so you've had a different number 10 all 4 times.
Throw that away, Chris.
I'm just
don't even bring it up. People don't care what I thought about the season coming off the Super Bowl. This is now it.
By the way, you had Denver 7 a month ago.
This is the rubber meeting the road.
All right.
This is now rubber meeting the road.
I'm not throwing it out, Chris.
I'm not either. I'm going to tweet these out.
The Denver Broncos are 10.
Okay.
They're a top 10 team. They're a top third in the National Football League team. We had a nice chat with Sean Payton yesterday. He loves Bo Nix. Bo Nix is barking back at him. He's barking at Bo Nix. Tough love, tough coaching. Here we go.
Ferris Bueller.
Tough defense. I like their running game. I can't wait to see what R.J. Harvey's going to do. Let's go. Let's see if Nix to Sutton can actually be that top 10 quarterback to wide receiver combination. Evan Ingram, everybody says he's...
Evan Ingram, yeah.
Has there been any more discussed position in the NFL than Sean Payton's Joker position without people really knowing what that means?
No idea what it means.
Hey, Evan Ingram's the Joker in the Sean Payton offense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by the way, I'm giving everybody something to say around the water cooler. If there is one in your office, if you're working non-remotely and you go to an office and you want to sound like you know what you're talking about, you just walk up to a coworker and go, hey, did you hear Evan Ingram is the Joker in Sean Payton's offense? And just let it slide and walk away. You're welcome. Giving people something portable to sound knowledgeable.
Number 9.
I'm putting the Los Angeles Chargers here. See, Najee Harris is ready to roll on Friday in Brazil. Here we go.
Ready to roll.
By the way, when we talked to Jim Harbaugh the other day for the pre-broadcast meeting, I tried to ask him about the separation of carries between these.
Oh, yeah.
About Hampton.
Yeah, and
all he would allow is that Hampton's going to start.
Oh.
And if that's the case, by the way, it's the first time in Najee Harris's career in which he won't start.
Najee Harris,
71 games in a row.
4 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
Correct. So we'll see how that works. Justin Herbert doesn't throw as much anymore. Another stat I picked up in the preparation for this game.
He doesn't.
That I'm calling on YouTube because I'm a lead pipe wielding professional. How about this one? In Justin Herbert's first 62 starts, he threw for 30 or more times in 58 of them.
Wow.
In his last 17 starts, meaning last year, just 10 times he threw for 30 or more. So they like running it. Let's see their defense. Derwin